Cool, I appreciate you guys. Need anything? You guys need any water or anything? Good. I brought a couple Gatorades. Well, we win. Beers on me.
Okay, that sounds like a deal. Good evening and welcome into Gable Soccer Complex in Evansville, Indiana, as we're here for the quarterfinal round of the conference portion tournament of the UPSL National Tournament alongside Tucker Smith. I'm Jordan Fisher as we have a matchup here today between the MidWest Hooligans and the Tennessee United Soccer Club, as the Hooligans will be the home team here today. The winner of these two teams will move on to face the Tennessee Tempo FC Club, who finished second in the conference. And Tucker, a very successful season for this Hooligans squad, and certainly Tennessee United sneaking in as they went 5-0-6 on their year. But the Hooligans' best record in club history to this point. It's a short club history, only about 5 years, 4 years in the UPSL, but 6-2-3, good enough for third in the conference.
Yeah, this club, founded just 5 years ago in 2020 by head coach and owner Austin Bruder, and it's grown rapidly here. And this is my third year with Austin doing these broadcasts, and we're happy to be here. But after bouncing between conferences a little bit, they're back in this Kentucky Tennessee conference this season, and they've really made it count.
And certainly the Hooligans, with having the great season, they have a lot of local flavor as well as some players from around the area. But one player that will be making his debut here today for the Hooligans is a USI player. That's the University of Southern Indiana standout, Jackson Mitchell, who also is from Paradise, Indiana, and went to Castle High School about 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah, and like you said, there's a lot of difference between all these players here on this Hooligans team. They've got a lot of variety in where they come from and what they're doing in the future, and it's exciting to see a lot of this, international talent coming here and playing semi-pro soccer, with this kind of Evansville soul touch to it. So it's fun to watch all these guys come together and play. They don't get to play every day together, so it's unique to have an opportunity for them to come out here and play competitive soccer.
Certainly, they've had lots of players don the uniform for the Hooligans, and meanwhile for Tennessee United, of course, you don't know a whole lot about them, a little bit of limited information, but 5-0-6 on the season. They did have the same exact goal differential as MidWest Hooligans did this season, as they were +6 in the column. They scored 27 goals and conceded 21, whereas for MidWest Hooligans it was 23 and 17. But 5 points difference there just because of a couple results, but this should be a pretty evenly played match here today.
Yeah, I think so. And, the games that I've been able to watch this year, obviously just at home here, Hooligans have really come out competitive. They've competed with every team that they've played, and most of these games have been really close matchups. This last game that they played was against Southern FC, I believe. It was a tough match and really tightly played the entire game. Just came down to a PK at the very end, and it just sucked that they lost that way. But I'm glad they're able to play here in the playoffs today.
So we should have a good one shaping up here. It's a hot one from this Saturday evening. Kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock Central Time. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll come back with more of the pregame show as we're awaiting the start of this quarterfinal matchup between Tennessee United and MidWest Hooligans. Thanks for watching us on YouTube.
1973 People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Welcome back to Gable Soccer Complex in Evansville, Indiana, as we're getting ready to go for the quarterfinals matchup between Tennessee United Soccer Club and MidWest Hooligans. Alongside Tucker Smith, I'm Jordan Fisher. Riley Anslinger working our camera here on this warm Saturday evening. Certainly should cool off as the sun goes down as we get near to kickoff. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting 11 for both these sides. We'll start with Tennessee United Soccer Club as they are led by head coach Matias Mello, as they'll go like this. In goal, it's Kimo Gardner, as he'll wear number 22, and he'll be in between the posts. And then rounding out the field, Jose Angel wearing number 21. He'll be in the midfield. Joseph Bombries is in defense, as he'll wear number 7. Evan Zerwinski wears number 5, as he's another defender as well for this Tennessee United team. The captain in the defense, Cade Good, as he'll wear number 3. Zeke Lawyer rounds out the defense, as he'll wear number 13. Ezekiel Opie wears number 2. Ethan Schlegel, the midfielder, wearing number 8. Parker Tiggy, as he is wearing number 15. Christian Ventura is a forward wearing number 11, and his forward partner up there at top, number 10, Lucas Walters, as that's the starting 11 for Tennessee United. Again, on the season, they are 5-0-6 on the season. As for the MidWest Hooligans, as you mentioned earlier, Tucker, they're led by head coach Austin Bruder. In between the pipes for them is Damiano Risi, as he'll wear number 12. And then number 3, the captain, Drake Dickens, an Evansville product, and recent Oakland City grad, as he'll wear number 3. Ahmed Abdul Ali, as he'll wear number 15. Daniel Tukachuk, as he's a Castle grad. He's heading to Wabash in the fall. He'll wear number 25. Nemanja Gavozdic, as he wears number 39. Katai wearing number 40, as he's the leading goal scorer for this squad, as he has 5 goals in the year for the Hooligans. Ethan Anderson wearing number 44, as he's a midseason addition. Previously played for Southern Indiana FC as well in this very same league. Jackson Mitchell mentioned him earlier. He'll make his Hooligan debut wearing number 60. Noah Lund wearing number 80, the Louisville, Kentucky product. And then the final 2 starters in this starting 11 for the Hooligans, number 91, Xavier Angel, and then number 99, Ian Cowie Jr., as that is the starting 11 for both of these sides.
Yeah, it's a special lineup, from local guys like Dickens and Tachik to international talent like Cowie, Rizzi, and Katai. It's kind of one of those global rosters with an Evansville soul, so it's fun to watch them play. And then speaking of Katai, he's really been electric this year, leading scorer this year, transferring to Northern Illinois in the fall, like you mentioned, and he's kind of one of those players who only needs one chance, and he's going to make it happen. And then Rizzi, the Italian goalkeeper, he's ice in the veins, Oakland City product, and he's just commanded that back line all year long. So looking forward to watching this game.
Certainly should be a good one, as it looks like Tennessee United, they're huddled up in their little makeshift, I guess you could call it kind of a clubhouse behind the bench. It's very warm here today, so probably an air-conditioned space for them. Hooligans still finishing their warm-ups as we near kickoff here over on the east side of Evansville. We got about 12 minutes till we get this thing started. We'll step away for one more timeout. We'll come back a little bit more of the pregame show as we get ready to go for this quarterfinals matchup here in the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament. Midwest Hooligans hosting Tennessee United Soccer Club. We'll be back right after this commercial.
Accelerated Growth Capital specializes in investment property, commercial real estate, and small business loans. AGC provides expedited funding for the purpose of rehab, acquisition, fix and flip, bridge financing, and working capital. Locally owned and operated in Evansville, Indiana, with a simple approach based on speed, service, and common sense. Accelerated Growth Capital, commercial.
Wearing white whenever they were warming up.
Maybe ask if any kids want to walk on the field. Anybody wants to walk on the field with the players.
Welcome back to Gable Soccer Complex as we are here on the east side of Evansville getting ready to go for the quarterfinal matchup of the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament as the winner of this matchup between Tennessee United and Midwest Hooligans advances to face the number 2 team in the tournament, Tennessee Tempo FC. The number 1 overall seed in the conference tournament is Southern Indiana FC as they won a perfect 11-0-0 on the season with a 44-goal differential. Tennessee Tempo just shy of that at 10-0-1, and they had a 41-goal differential. Well, Tucker, while we have a moment here, certainly been a lot of sponsors along this ride and helping bring these broadcasts to us. So who do you got over there, Tucker, that you'd like to shout out?
Yeah, special thing just for tonight's game sponsors, sponsoring this postseason play, this extra time, if you will. Memorial High School, Casey's Dugout, and Brinker's Jewelers. So we want to thank them for hopping on here in the playoffs. And then, of course, we want to thank all of our year-round sponsors, including Bruder Entertainment, Jago Homes, Blue Frog Tees, Sanchez Construction, Hilltop Inn, Clever Bay Sports and Gaming, Kipley's, and Liberty Federal Credit Union. If you get a chance, please sponsor those, or please go out and take care of those sponsors as they sponsor Midwest Hooligans Soccer, and we appreciate everything that they have done, including our new sponsors here tonight that are taking care of us during playoffs.
We talked about it briefly earlier, but when Austin Bruder had the vision of creating a local semi-pro team just to try to get, I think, an opportunity for himself to play, because he wanted to continue to play after his playing career ended in college, or after he graduated from college, I should say. But he was able to kind of build a team. He was the player coach of it. Now he's more of just the head coach and kind of just the CEO of the whole process. But I think if you ask Austin, hey, 5 years ago when you made this, do you think you'd be looking at potentially a playoff tournament in a situation of 5 years down the line, so much success and having such good support, I think you'd have to be pretty happy with where you're at.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you think about it, 5 years isn't that long ago. It may seem like it to some of us, but it wasn't that long ago. And for what he's done, what he's been able to build here in Southern Indiana, which Southern Indiana has such a strong soccer presence already with all the high school ball and having two really successful colleges here in town. You got Oakland City that's close as well, so a lot of soccer clubs here in town that are doing a lot of big things, and then of course getting all those junior soccer leagues and all the travel ball that is done here in town as well. So this is cool for the city of Evansville. It's cool for this area that we're able to support a semi-pro team, and we have people that are able to come out and watch this soccer even whenever there's not other soccer going on. So
I think we'd also be remiss if we didn't mention Austin's wife, Tori, who's been such a big supporter of him and the club as well. And then also two of the assistant coaches that are former players themselves and have kind of helped shape this program to be what it is. Logan Ball and Trevor Warfield both deserve a lot of praise as well.
Yeah, a lot of talent in the coaching staff, and that's been the same for really the last 5 years. There's just been some really good guys that have stepped up, and let's be honest, whenever you're coaching, you're not doing it for the money, you're doing it for the love of the game. And, that's what these guys are doing. Same thing with Bruder and all of his assistant coaches. What they've been able to do with the talent that they've had and been given has just been really impressive. And, the thing I will say about Midwest Hooligans, just watching them over the last 3 years that I've been doing it, they don't ever give up. They got a lot of fight in them, and no matter how the game's going, no matter how the season's going, they just keep fighting, and that shows a lot of what that coaching staff has done with the culture of the program. So props out to all those guys, and yes, definitely props out to Tori, because I think she does a lot of things behind the scenes that no one else really sees, and I know Austin definitely would agree with that. So.
Well, and you go back to the for the love of the game portion of this, like all these players also do that for the love of the game in general, because a lot of these are collegiate players that are just looking to continue to play throughout the summer and stay sharp going into the fall season and get a taste at what it might be like going against some players that are former professionals as well that are still at this level. So it's going to be quality soccer between these two teams, and certainly a great opportunity for both these sides.
Yep, absolutely. I completely agree, and it's always fun to watch competitive soccer at this level because it is kind of a step up. So, but it's cool to see that all these guys are coming together from different areas too, and being able to play soccer together and as a team whenever they don't get to practice every day and everything else. Communication is going to be key for both of these teams tonight, and you're going to see it. You'll hear it on the field tonight. Just constant communication all the way back from the goalie all the way on to the offense. So excited to watch it.
Certainly should be a good one. It looks like they're getting ready to announce both teams and then do the national anthem, and we'll get ready to go for kickoff of this quarterfinals matchup, Tennessee United versus Midwest Hooligans. Thanks for watching us here on YouTube.
No compromises, no limits. The Chevy Silverado is built to work and designed to play. It's ready to power your everyday from the work day to the weekend. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Hard-working, reliable, built to go the distance. Our certified pre-owned Chevys make ownership easy. With factory-backed warranties, you can drive with confidence. Certified pre-owned Chevys from Kenny Kent Chevy, a better kind of used vehicle.
Together, let's drive.
A Chevy SUV has plenty of room for everyone and everything. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Accept challenge, embrace adventure, choose a Silverado life, and create adventures. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Gable Soccer Complex in Evansville, Indiana, as we are nearing kickoff here, this quarterfinal matchup between Tennessee United and MidWest Hooligans. Hello, everyone. I'm Jordan Fisher. Alongside me is Tucker Smith, Riley Anslinger. Wrong Riley. I'm sorry, Riley. Working on camera for us here today as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff, as looks like they are going to announce the starting lineup for both these sides. We already went through the Tennessee United Soccer Club starting 11. Let's go ahead and go through the Hooligans once again, as Damiano Risi is in the goal wearing number 12 from Rome, Italy, and a recent Oakland City grad, as he'll maintain the goalkeeper position here today. Drake Dickens, the captain, wears number 3 as he'll anchor the defense for the Hooligans. Ahmed Abdullahi, as he wears number 15. Daniel Takachuk, as he wears number 25. Nemanja Gvozdic, wearing number 39. Katai is the leading goal scorer for this squad, as he'll wear number 40. He's a forward from Zambia. Ethan Anderson wears number 44, as he's a midseason transfer for the Hooligans. Jackson Mitchell making his debut wearing number 60, the USI standout. Noah Lund wears number 80, as he's from Louisville, Kentucky. 91, Xavier Angel, as he is the Kentucky Wesleyan grad, and he has actually got a pro trial coming up in July in Hong Kong, so good luck to him in that venture. And then number 99, Ian Cowie Jr., as the Trinidad player, will wear number 99 and certainly be a member of the attack for the Hooligans. Hooligans will be in their dark blue uniforms, as Tennessee United, they will be in their all-white uniforms, and we are just about ready to go for kickoff.
Number 44, Ethan Anderson.
It is a warm evening here tonight in Evansville. Sun is starting to go down, so hopefully it'll cool off. A little bit of a breeze, but nothing too crazy to speak of. But right now, 91 degrees, and it feels like 101.
Yep, and that turf gets a little bit hot there too, just with that black reflective rubber. It's a little. I'm sure it feels a little bit hotter than 101 on that pitch.
Oh, I'm sure it does. So it looks like Jackson Mitchell will get things started for the Hooligans, as they'll go right to left across your screen here in this first half. And we are underway as the Hooligans start in possession. Quickly targeting Katai up top, as he'll make a run towards it, but that one played out of play. It'll be a Hooligan throw-in. Ikawi Jr., who will trigger the throw-in. Again, wearing number 99, a recent graduate of Oakland City University, product from Trinidad. Hurls this one into the box, but the wind takes it and pushes it out of play behind the goal, so it'll be a goal kick to Tennessee United. Tennessee United with their first possession of the game, as they'll try to work it out of the back. Immediate pressure forces the takeaway. It's Mitchell looking for Katai on the through ball. And Katai's shot is in the back of the net. First one on frame, 1-0 Hooligans.
What a quick shot there from the Hooligans. That's going to be huge for them to get a little bit of momentum early here in this game. That's massive for them.
So Katai picks up his 6th goal of the season, and Jackson Mitchell making an immediate impact with the assist. That certainly seems like it could be a powerful tandem up top today for MidWest Hooligans.
Well, you saw a lot of pressure from that defense here early at midfield, and they just kept pushing the ball forward and did a great job moving the ball, passing the ball. Great offensive measure there.
So we'll see if Tennessee United can answer, as a very quick goal to begin this contest puts MidWest Hooligans up 1-0. Tennessee United tried to play possession out of the back the first time they really had possession, gave it away, which led to the goal. They've yet to cross the midfield stripe with the ball. Long ball down that left side. As that one goes out of play, it'll be a Hooligans throw-in. So a 1-0 advantage for Midwest Hooligans here in the early going. As the winner of this matchup will advance to the semifinals and take on Tennessee Tempo. Be a throw-in for Tennessee United. Tennessee United, a club out of the Hendersonville, Tennessee area, making the trip up to Evansville for this Saturday matchup. Ball popping around, and now it's under control by Hooligans. As the pass into the middle, a little bit off target, looking for Jackson Mitchell was Katai. Triple team there, but that'll be a throw-in for the Hooligans. Lund will trigger the throw-in once again as they look to go quickly. Angel drops it back. And they'll go all the way back to the keeper, Reese. Their first foul of the day as Anderson draws it, and he'll trigger the free kick now for Midwest Hooligans. As the Hooligans enjoying a 1-0 advantage thanks to an early goal from Katai, assisted by Jackson Mitchell. Long ball. Looking to get on the other end of it is Katai, but it goes all the way to the keeper. And now Tennessee United will walk it forward. Hooligans back with the possession after the turnover giveaway by Tennessee United, and now a first foul against Midwest Hooligans, as it'll result in a free kick for Tennessee United.
Brought to you by Funrio All Sportswear.
Left-handed or left-footed free kick, I should say, goes all the way to the box and is handled by Reese, no problem, as he'll keep the ball at his feet and play it out. Another long ball, this one over the head of Drake Dickens, as that one is going to trickle out of play. And it'll be a Tennessee United free or goal kick, excuse me. Long ball for Tennessee United. First opportunity of the day for them, really. Back heel, top of the box, left-footed shot is blocked. And Hooligans able to clear it.
Brought to you by Hilltop Inn.
Battle for the ball down in the far corner, as that'll stay with Tennessee United with the throw-in. Ball headed around, and now it's Tennessee United once again with control of it. Trying to work along the left side as that cross is weakly hit and cleared away. Another cross towards the edge of the box. Sound defense so far from Hooligans. And that one gets through, but goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, defense has been a strong suit for the Hooligans all year long.
So they'll try to work it out of the back, and that's evidenced by the 17 goals allowed in 11 games in the season. Turnover in the midfield, opportunity for Tennessee United, ball popping around. Dickens giving pressure, and looks like a foul is called against Drake Dickens.
Yeah, that was a close one there. I don't know if that was from contact or if that was just more slipping on the field, but either way.
Blue Frog Tees. Call Blue Frog Tees.
Well, and you mentioned the heat of the turf earlier with just the sun beating down on it and how it's probably 10, 12 degrees hotter out there on the pitch, but also turf is not the, I guess, sturdiest type of surface. It is a little bit slippery at times.
Yeah, especially when it's humid like this, a lot of that condensation ends up sitting on that pitch, and yeah, if you don't have solid turf cleats, you're going to end up slipping and sliding around pretty good.
Well, and you've already seen the ball skip a couple times too, a little further than anticipated. So certainly the surface playing a little bit faster here today so far. Tennessee United in possession, working it along this right side. Left-footed cross in the middle to nobody as it'll be picked up by Reese. Long ball down the right side as it's a race for the loose ball, and that one played off Dickens and out of play, so it'll be a goal kick for Tennessee United. Kimo Gardner making his 18th appearance on the season, or excuse me, 18th appearance all time, I should say, for Tennessee United. So he's getting the start in the goalkeeper position today for Tennessee. They work it down the left side, potential opportunity here, but that one spoiled away as Cowie Jr. clears that.
You've definitely seen Tennessee kind of control the field a little bit here after that goal. Hooligans came out strong there, quick attack.
I really haven't seen them have the possession in the front half. It's been a lot of defense these last few minutes. And you have to credit Tennessee United for the pressure they're putting on this Hooligans defense. So it'll be another goal kick for MidWest Hooligans, as that one was targeted towards the right side of the box, but unable to find the target. And as they have throughout this contest so far, Hooligans will play it short. Cowie Jr. dealing with some pressure as he carries it forward. Lund was looking for an option, but the giveaway results in a throw-in for Tennessee United. Pressure being applied by Angel, trying to force Tennessee United into a giveaway in their own territory, and he succeeds. Abdullahi lost it in the midfield, was trying to turn and get the attack going, as this long ball will be taken by Reese. Actually, he heads it, trying to head it to his defender, as Anderson wasn't on the same page. Now a low cross towards the front post, but cleared away. Goes left side for Gvozdic. And foul drawn As Gvozdic looks like he'll take the free kick for Hooligans, and he'll just play it short behind him.
Probably a good foul there from Tennessee just to slow things down because it was getting to the point of them being able to have a pretty strong attack there.
Hooligans scored early, really on their first true attacking opportunity. It was Jackson Mitchell assisting Katai. That's the difference in this match right now. Long ball played ahead, targeting Jackson Mitchell. Mitchell is onside, trying to track down the loose ball, and he does. Waiting for some help in the box. Mitchell crosses. And that one's going to go out of play, as it looked like he was trying to find Katai towards the back post, but maybe overcooked that one just a little bit.
Brought to you by Maze.
So far, I know we got a lot of game left, but I really like what I'm seeing from Jackson Mitchell. He's I don't want to say a gnat back there, but he is everywhere all the time, it seems like. Touching the ball, had a great assist there in that first possession.
That's the way he plays for Southern Indiana, too, the University of Southern Indiana. It's really kind of a thorn in every defensive side. Through ball, and it's going to be an offside call. So no harm, no foul there, as Hooligans will have a free kick. But the energy Jackson Mitchell plays with here is what he's played with his entire career.
He's got a lot of speed, and that can be dangerous.
He's also a physical player up top, even though he's not the biggest player. He's not afraid of contact. Throw in for Tennessee United.
Brought to you by The Slice, an Evansville institution since 1993.
And that's going to be a foul against Hooligans. As I didn't see the number, but it looked like whoever the defender was in the back of the Tennessee United player kind of grabbed and pushed him as the ball got to his chest, forcing the bad touch. So a free kick for Tennessee United in front of the Hooligan bench. That one cleared away by Anderson. Katai applying pressure. A lot of contact going on, but they're letting him play. Katai down the right side. Cross is blocked. Now it's Mitchell. Mitchell's shot off the side net. He went for the upper 90 on the near post. Just couldn't quite get it.
Great look by the Hooligans there. Just couldn't make it happen.
Well, certainly it seems like Katai and Mitchell are going to be a formidable duo at the top. They play off each other really well. And
they remind me of two guys that have played together quite a bit, and I don't know what they've played, outside of this here together, but they've got some chemistry, and that can be dangerous here, especially in postseason play like this.
That's the beauty of postseason play is at this point you throw out the records. The records are good for context. It's a good explanation why Southern Indiana FC and Tennessee Tempo have the byes. But at the end of the day, every match is whoever wins is just victorious that time. It doesn't matter what the record was during the regular season.
Absolutely.
Tennessee United trying to answer back. They conceded an early goal, narrowly avoided a second one just a moment ago. Hooligans trying to work possession. And good defense. Hooligans do come away with it, though, and now they'll switch the field.
Tell you what, both these teams are flying around this pitch tonight, and I'm curious to see with this kind of weather, with the heat that we've got, if they're going to be able to keep that up going into the second half.
That one is just drilled out of play. It'll be a corner kick, but that will be certainly something to pay attention to. Before the game, we saw a Tennessee United player toss a water bottle over here on the out-of-bounds area right in front of us, keeping it conveniently in the shade.
Smart.
So it'll be a corner kick for the Hooligans. First one of the day, I do believe. I don't recall another one earlier. They had a throw-in where it was thrown into the box. But this one will be a right foot out swinger. It's low driven towards the front post. Katai trying to track it down, but unable to get there as the touch was a little too strong from Cowie Jr. So Gardner will trigger the goal kick as he plays it short. And pressure being applied, turned over in their own defense. As good defense there to seal off the running lane for Tkachuk as he was cut off and the ball just rolled harmlessly out of play. Switch the play in their own half as pressure still being applied. Gvozdic now pressing forward. Jackson Mitchell standing around the 6-yard box. Defense very extended for the Hooligans.
They've got the speed to be able to do that, though.
As long as you're able to track back, that's really what matters. Forcing a team to play from inside their own 18 is never a comfortable situation if you're that team being pressured. Foul call will result in a Hooligans free kick right in front of the Tennessee United bench. Ball chipped high and towards the edge of the box. Header from Cowie Jr. And that is cleared away momentarily by Tennessee. And there's a foul after the poor challenge, and that's our first yellow of the game. I believe they gave it to Drake Dickens, number 3.
Brought to you by Clever Bay Sports and Gaming.
So the first yellow card of the game issued to MidWest Hooligans. As we're a little over 20 minutes gone in this first half of action. Good ball down the right sideline as this will be a chance for Tennessee United. Cross across the front of the box. Ball still loose. Shot is blocked and cleared momentarily by Hooligans. Now they have a chance to counter. Ball played forward for Mitchell. Mitchell trying to get on the end of it. Tangled up with the defender, and that one deflected out of play. And it will be a corner kick. So another corner kick opportunity coming up for MidWest Hooligans.
Paul Sanchez Construction. Check out their amazing work on Facebook and see why they're the hometown choice for concrete work.
Looks like it'll be Gvozdic that will play this one in. Cowie Jr. lost the fight for the loose ball as Tennessee United trying to counter. Only one man forward with 2 defenders back. Now left-footed cross towards the edge of the 18. United will reset. Too strong of a touch from Tennessee United that time, just giving away possession in the attacking third. And they're going to say it was out of play, even though Tkachuk thought it was still good. And looks like we have a water break due to the extreme temperatures right now. So we'll step aside for a quick timeout. It's 1-0 Hooligans about midway through the first half. Thanks for watching us here on YouTube.
No compromises, no limits. The Chevy Silverado is built to work and designed to play. It's ready to power your everyday from the work day to the weekend. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Hard-working, reliable, built to go the distance. Our certified pre-owned Chevys make ownership easy. With factory-backed warranties, you can drive with confidence. Certified pre-owned Chevys from Kenny Kent Chevy, a better kind of used vehicle.
Together, let's drive.
A Chevy SUV has plenty of room for everyone and everything. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Accept challenge, embrace adventure, choose a Silverado life, and create adventures. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
We're at a hydration break for these two squads as temperatures feel like 100 degrees right now, and it's probably much hotter out there on the pitch as this is a turf field here at Gable Soccer Complex. Alongside Tucker Smith, I'm Jordan Fisher. Riley Anslinger working our camera here on this Saturday evening. Again, quarterfinal matchup here of the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament Championship as the winner of this game will move on to face Tennessee Tempo as both squads are back out on the pitch and we are just about ready to resume action. Midway point of this first half, 1-0 advantage for the Hooligans as it was Katai, if you're just now joining us, that scored very early within the first couple minutes of this contest. It was assisted by Jackson Mitchell. We've seen a couple opportunities created by Mitchell already here in his Hooligans debut. So coming out of the hydration timeout, it'll be Tennessee United with the possession as they'll throw it in along the right sideline. Trying to navigate through some tight spaces. That one deflected, but it'll go back to the keeper, Reese. Ball played forward for Mitchell as he tried to flick it on. He had a runner along the right side, but a little bit off target. As Angel was the man that moved up from the midfield down that right flank. And now Tennessee attacking down the left flank. Good defense, though, to track back by Dickens. Gives it away, though. Opportunity for Tennessee United. That shot off the mark. Is that one a little bit off the side of the boot?
He's going to want that one back.
I think so. You could tell by his body language, too, that he knew it the second he struck it. So it'll be a goal kick for Hooligans. I'm sure as they've done throughout this contest, it'll be played short, and sure enough it is. It's clear there's a philosophy with this Hooligans team. They want to possess the ball, they want to play strong defense, and they want to attack quickly.
Well, I think with the speed you see from this Hooligans offense and defense, really, that if they can get some separation even at midfield and be able to put a play together, that's what they're attempting to do.
Trying to play it down that right side for Katai. You see the conversation going on. Katai trying to tell his teammate, if you play that one a little bit more up the middle, I might have a chance at it.
You think that's exactly what he was saying?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
Might have been some more language in there too, though.
Possibly.
Katai has an opportunity on goal, and that one off the mark. A bad flick from Tennessee United almost becomes misery, but they are able to escape it, and it's still 1-0. That very easily could have been 2-0. Tennessee United navigates the middle of the pitch, and then a bad touch on the left side thwarts all that good work up the middle through a lot of tight spaces. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here on this Saturday evening. UPSL playoffs, starting with the conference tournament for the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament. Hooligans leading Tennessee United at the moment. Turnover in their own end, though, by Tennessee United, and shot goes over the bar. As Tkachuk was trying to strike gold from outside the 18.
Hilltop Inn, serving the Tri-State for over 150 years.
Well, they're doing a good job of taking these quick shots on goal.
They're certainly keeping the pressure on Tennessee United.
I'd like to see a little bit more control, maybe slowing it down and setting something up potentially, as I do feel like Tennessee has controlled the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, their real big issue has been giving it away in their own end. That's
Correct.
where it's really kind of come back to bite them. Pass by Katai was deflected away as he was trying to switch it into the box. Anderson will now turn and bring it back forward. You just see how many members of the Hooligans team are forward above half field. Just pushing Tennessee United further and further back. Nearly turned over, though, in their own half as Cowie Jr. plays it back. And Reese will clear. Mitchell giving chase, but it'll be for naught as that one goes out of play. And it'll be a throw-in for Hooligans. Pretty good location for the throw-in. Maybe see this one end up in the box. As Mitchell will actually just throw it quickly. Katai brings it down.
Great footwork there.
He's certainly doing a little bit of everything. As he drops it over to Mitchell, he'll try to now create. Mitchell probing, crossing, and that one cleared. At least momentarily as Abdullahi comes away with it. Now it's Dickens. Kind of scuffs the cross and now played out of danger by Tennessee, but no numbers forward. Just Walters by himself.
Well, that's the benefit with the way the Hooligans are playing on their offense. Tennessee's defenders can't really set back and have someone back there in the field to be able to get an offense going.
Everyone's pushed so far back in their own half that there's no help at all for the man up top. He did a good job of just kind of surviving despite having three Hooligans around him. They'll play it through the back once again. Seeing a lot of interchangeability, too, as we've seen Katai move back more towards the midfield area. And we've seen Gvozdic move forward more to an attacking positioning. That free form kind of flowing of formation also makes it difficult for Tennessee United to navigate it. And really, we've only seen one true opportunity for Tennessee United.
Call Blue Frog Tees to create your custom garments today.
And that's despite the fact that I think Tennessee United's done a pretty good job of handling the pressure, especially in the mid part of the field.
Yeah, Tennessee United, and this is not official stats, but 3 shots, only one of those on goal. So not a lot of activity there for Tennessee United on the offensive side. They have done a good job of controlling the ball, though.
Really, aside from the one mistake they made earlier where they turned it over on their own end, which led to the first and only goal of this contest so far, it's been pretty heavily Tennessee United with possession. I think as we've talked about it throughout this first half, though, Hooligans have done a better job of creating opportunities, even though they've had fewer. Long ball, played to the right side, switch the play. Now back to the top of the 18, defenders trailing, and a foul. He's holding his left heel. Perhaps maybe his foot or ankle got stepped on. This is going to be from a dangerous positioning for Tennessee United when we do set up for the free kick.
Perfect timing.
I promise. It's Blue Frog Tees Active Chiropractic.
I think he needs to call that number.
Yeah.
So it'll be a free kick just from outside the 18. Pretty much dead on for Tennessee United. Have a couple players standing over the top of the ball. We'll see who's the one that takes it. Five-man wall for the Hooligans as someone shot and just over the bar. Pretty good look from pretty much straight on, but unable to capitalize, so it'll be a goal kick. And the Hooligans escape danger.
Kipley's, serving the best pizza, sandwiches, wings, and appetizers in Evansville since 1989.
So we resume play as the goal kick was played short. Katai with a give and go as he's racing down that right sideline. Just a little bit too much pace on that ball. As Abdul Ali putting his hand up, signifying my bad. Really beautiful two-man game there between those two. Tennessee United making it out of that left flank, but that one goes out of play. And it looks like it'll be a Hooligans throw-in. Tennessee United disagrees. So Hooligans will throw it in from their own half. Haven't seen a whole lot of subs despite it being really hot out here today, Tucker.
Yeah, just historically speaking, most of these teams wait for the second half for a lot of their subs, just from what I've seen in previous games. But most of the games we played have been a little bit better weather than tonight. So
Tennessee United trying to play it too quickly. They have to reset. Yeah, curious if you just see teams go into the bench just a little bit earlier than normal with the temperatures. Although you figure it would cool off as the sun starts to go down, which it's getting closer and closer. Good defense there by Hooligans as Cowie Jr. trying to work through some tight spaces. Look at the big man go. That was impressive.
nice moves there.
Tennessee United will reset as they switch the play back in their own end. Now they'll try to attack up the left flank.
Good thought there, just a little bit too much on it.
Again, you just wonder if the turf is playing a factor in that. We're seeing a lot of overhit passes.
Well, I think it really depends on where you're used to playing. If you're used to playing on grass, obviously getting used to this turf is quite a bit different. And then, especially with all the rain and moisture that we've had here the last week, not a lot of time to dry out.
You mentioned the humidity too. I'm sure that's playing a factor in it. Oh, giveaway in their own end. Kachuk trying to find Mitchell. Ty had it momentarily. Kovacic has it on the left side. That one cleared away by Tennessee United. Over the head of Cowie Jr. Trying to shield off Walters. Doing a good job.
He's got the frame to be able to do it.
He's got the frame. He's got the footwork. Able to kind of keep everything under control back there. Switching the play, right side. Abdullahi. He has it down the right flank. Cross is partially blocked. And that one goes across the front of the goal and out of play. That was nearly a disaster for Tennessee United.
You want your next events to be amped up and ready and party and give the dinner a call. Check out Pregame.com.
So it'll be a corner kick for Hooligans. Tennessee United was arguing that the last player to touch it was a Hooligans player. I frankly couldn't tell because there was so much going on in front of the goal. But the officials say it's a corner. Abdullahi will play this one in.
Good look there.
Played towards the back post, just a little bit too strong. So it'll be a goal kick for Tennessee United. If you're just now joining us, the 1-0 difference right now is like a tie goal in the first couple minutes of this contest. Since then, it's been a defensive battle. See if one of these sides can open up the scoring again. I think Lund going to get hit with the foul here. He went up to win the header, but then a Tennessee United player stayed down.
Mays Roofing, your premier roofing contractor in Evansville and the surrounding areas. Mays Roofing.
So just an injury, no foul, so just a stoppage of play for that. It'll be a drop kick. And we'll resume play. Outside the box shot way over the bar. That one's heading for the parking lot.
I was talking in pregame how good of a goalkeeper Izzy's been this season. He hadn't been too busy tonight.
No, he hasn't. I think he's only had to make one save, and it wasn't a rather difficult one. It's a credit to the defense in front of him, though, really. And some of the missed opportunities that Tennessee United has had when they have had openings.
Just going to say, I don't think he would mind, or doesn't mind.
That one a little too strong for Katai.
Goalkeeper's dream, really, if you never have to make too many saves.
Oh, yeah. If you can win 1-0 and you don't have to make any saves, really, yeah. That's an easy day of work. Just means your defense is doing their job. That one played towards the middle. Turned over momentarily by Tennessee United. Now Hooligans do officially have possession of it, but then they give it right back. And Walters slipped on that one. I think he was trying to catch the keeper off his line, and again, that one well over the bar. But there's the sign of the slick surface. As Walters went to go plant, his left foot just completely slid out from underneath of him.
Slice, an Evansville institution since 1993.
Somebody's going to be busy tracking down all those balls. Went over the ball. At least over the first line of the fence. Mitchell. Abdali. Mitchell back to Katai. Katai trying to get on that right foot and might have scuffed a little bit as it's an easy roller for Gardner to pick up. Nearing the end of this first half of action, it's still just 1-0 in favor of Hooligans. Sliding challenge successful by Gvozdic as that one goes out of play for a Tennessee United throw-in. Defense forces a throw-in for Tennessee United. As Tennessee United trying to make a last-ditch effort here at the end of the first half to try to get this thing level. Good clearance by Dickens, and it goes right towards Jackson Mitchell, who is plowed over in the midfield.
Definitely going to be a foul. Yeah, and there's
It'll be
the
a yellow card. So the first issued to Tennessee United. Jackson Mitchell taking exception to that foul. As a little bit of extracurricular activities going on between those two after the foul. I think Mitchell only stands about 5'11", but he's not really afraid of anybody. Could be something to keep an eye on as this game goes on.
Yeah, fun to watch at USI, and they're still getting pretty handsy over there.
I think that's going to continue.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that Jackson Mitchell just plays kind of like a pest. That's part of his pest-like activities. Long ball headed away. And then Angel was trying to contest the loose ball and ended up just knocking it out of play. It's throwing all the way back in the backfield. Angel able to easily pick it up.
We're now done with regular time here in the first half. Not a lot of stoppage in the first, so shouldn't be too much extra time here.
Lund trying to work along that left side. Perhaps the last opportunity here for Tennessee United to close out this first half. Good kick save that time. As that's really I think the most realistic scoring chance Tennessee United's created all day.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, but they said offside, so take it away.
Call Austin Bruder at Terminix, your national leader in pest control.
So the save's not going to go down as an actual shot, but certainly a great play nonetheless. I'll see if the Hooligans can get one more goal to their tally right before the halftime break. Hooligans just playing possession out of the back, and then they give it away. Miscommunication there. Does Tennessee United have one more attack in them before the end of this half? That one played out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. It's not looking very likely.
Healthy Spaces is your local, responsible basement, waterproofing, crawl space, moisture control, and foundation repair contractor helping homeowners solve basement flooding, leaking, basement.
A good crowd here tonight for the Hooligans.
Very good crowd. And it's filled in nicely. A little bit, had some people arriving after kickoff, but certainly is filled in very nicely here on the near side.
Sure, a few people were waiting for maybe the sun to go down,
I
cool
think
off
so.
a little bit.
Maybe get to a spot where there's a little bit of shade.
Absolutely.
So Cowie Jr. will trigger this throw in, as it's a strong one looking for Jackson Mitchell and Katai. Katai going for the loose ball, but that one poorly cleared away as Katai is able to track it down in the corner. See if Hooligans can get a second goal before the break. And that attack is thwarted. Good job by Dickens to track back and take that one away.
Yeah, just great defense from the Hooligans right now.
Mitchell with the ball at his feet. He'll take a shot outside the box. It skips. And that's handled by Gardner. And that's the end of the first half of action. A Katai goal is the difference between these two teams. It's 1-0 Hooligans at the halftime break. Again, the winner of this game advances forward into the semifinal round of the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament to take on Tennessee Tempo. We'll have one more half of action to play, but Hooligans lead it 1-0.
Accelerated Growth Capital specializes in investment property, commercial real estate, and small business loans. AGC provides expedited funding for the purpose of rehab, acquisition, fix and flip, bridge financing, and working capital. Locally owned and operated in Evansville, Indiana, with a simple approach based on speed, service, and common sense. Accelerated Growth Capital, commercial
Welcome back to Gable Soccer Complex on Evansville's east side. As the Hooligans lead it 1-0 over Tennessee United with Tucker Smith. I'm Jordan Fisher, Riley Anslinger working our camera here today. And Tucker, you've been keeping track of some stats over there while also working all of our production software, so you've been a busy man, but what do you have here for the halftime stats?
Yeah, so unofficial stats here, but, both teams pretty evenly matched there on just shots in general. Hooligans have won over Tennessee United, but shots on goal is the big story there. Hooligans have had 5 shots on goal, with Tennessee United only having 2, 3 saves from Tennessee, and only 1 save for Midwest Hooligans, which just shows some credit to the Hooligans defense. Hooligans have had 2 corner kicks, with Tennessee United having 1. Both teams equally with 1 yellow card, no red cards, so relatively clean game tonight from both sides. But I think, like I said, the big story is that shots on goal from the Hooligans. They put a pretty good concerted effort on putting some pressure on this Tennessee United defense, and they haven't necessarily controlled the ball and spent a lot of time of possession of the ball, but they've made every opportunity count. Every time that they've had the ball here in the Tennessee United backfield, they've been able to push the ball towards the goal.
Well, and one thing we talked about throughout the first half, and that kind of plays off of that too, is curious with the temperatures, even with the sun going down and the lights coming on, it's still going to be a very humid evening here throughout the remainder of this contest, and you do wonder if that high-pressure style of play will continue for the Hooligans with it being such a warm evening, or if maybe Tennessee United can kind of withstand the pressure and maybe attack late and try to equalize or maybe steal a win here.
Yeah, I would say in this second half you're probably going to see quite a few more subs coming in just so from both teams so they can try to save some legs or keep some legs fresh on the pitch here tonight. And I'll be interested to see how that goes. And, like you were saying, with as humid as it is out here, we've seen a lot of balls just go a little bit long. They've been skipping off this turf pretty good. So we'll see if that kind of settles down a little bit or if that'll be a story here in the second half also.
It was Katai that got the goal scoring started. He's got the only goal in the contest, and the reason why the Hooligans have an advantage, he struck just a couple minutes into the first half after an assist by Jackson Mitchell, who's been very involved in the attacking end for the Hooligans here in his debut. We'll see if maybe that duo can hook up for another goal in the second half and try to push the Hooligans through to the semifinals again. If they win, they will advance to face Tennessee Tempo, as Southern Indiana FC sits on the other side of the bracket, as Kai Storms Football and FC Leopards out of Bowling Green, Kentucky are the other 2 teams that are yet to play. I saw that their game is still yet to be scheduled, so TBD on that one. But the winner of that matchup will take on Southern Indiana FC. And, of course, the winner of this Kentucky-Tennessee tournament will advance to the national tournament, where the championship is in mid-August. But right now it's 1-0 here at the half at Gable Soccer Complex. Both sides still talking it over as we're waiting the start of second half action. Hooligans 1, Tennessee United 0. Thanks for joining us here tonight on YouTube.
Accelerated Growth Capital specializes in investment property, commercial real estate, and small business loans. AGC provides expedited funding for the purpose of rehab, acquisition, fix and flip, bridge financing, and working capital. Locally owned and operated in Evansville, Indiana, with a simple approach based on speed, service, and common sense. Accelerated Growth Capital, commercial.
So the two teams will flip sides, and we're getting ready to start the second half of action. 45 minutes away from deciding a winner of this match to push on through to the semifinals to take on Tennessee Tempo FC, who awaits the winner of these two teams. Hooligans winning it 1-0 right now, as it was Katai with the early goal for the Hooligans to give them the 1-0 advantage. It'll be Tennessee United starting with possession to begin the second half. Again, they're in their all-white uniforms, whereas Hooligans, they're wearing their dark blue uniforms, and we are underway. 45 minutes to go to decide who moves on to the semifinals of this Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament, and looking to move one step closer to punching their ticket to the national UPSL championship tournament. Walters dealing with a crowd of players as he's able to navigate that. United now rushing forward through the defense. Anderson trying to cut off the runner, and they're going to say incidental contact as that one goes out of play. No foul call, but Tennessee United wanted a penalty. So it'll be a goal kick as Hooligans have the possession out of the back. Again, they're going left to right here across your screen. Tennessee United will go right to left. Poor pass there, that time by Abdullahi, leads to the giveaway. And after the deflection, it goes out for a corner. So I believe this is their first corner of the day, second corner of the day. The sun is finally set here at Gable Soccer Complex. Lights are on. Still pretty warm. But of course, much better conditions now than about 30 minutes ago. This one low and driven towards the front post. Deflected out towards midfield. Katai overran it just a little bit. That one taken and now punted away. Katai to Mitchell. To Kachuk. Now right side for Gvozdic as that one's knocked out of play, and it'll be a corner for the Hooligans.
Brought to you by Clever Bay Sports and Gaming. Stop by their shop at 900 Tudor Lane and see why they are the leader in memorabilia collecting in Evansville, Indiana.
So third corner of the day for MidWest Hooligans. The first couple times they played it towards the near post. This one front post, deflected by Mitchell. He couldn't quite put it onto frame. Anderson will reset things for Hooligans. This one sent forward up, targeting Jackson Mitchell, but unable to win the air ball. They say play on after Tennessee United wanted a handball. And now they have it on possession on the right side. Cross into the box, headed away by Dickens. Fight for the loose ball, and Gvozdic wins the race, but turned over after being triple teamed. The defensive intensity is certainly strong to start this second half. Looks like both teams have a little bit of extra juice to start the second 45, as this one taken by the goalkeeper. Dickens battling with the defender for Tennessee United, and now it's going to be a foul against Drake Dickens. Walters' pass is a little bit off target.
And you're definitely seeing a lot of intensity from both these teams, as they both know it's kind of lose or go home at this point.
Both these teams' season is on the line. A lot of contact, but they say play on. This officiating crew is certainly letting some contact go. Good touch down the left side and then spoiled right there. Walters trying to create an angle. Good defense, but now the shot on goal and it's in the net as we are level at 1.
Certainly what the Hooligans did not want to see there was an early goal here in the second half to tie things up.
So it's 1-1 now. A brand new game between these two. Tennessee United was pushing the issue for much of the first half, especially to close the first half, and continued that to start the second half of action. Now Ethan Anderson a little bit slow getting up before we resume play, as he might have to come off for a substitute.
Ian, be better.
We haven't seen it much this game yet so far, but you know you got to imagine with this heat, there's going to be some guys cramping up a little bit.
And you wonder if that's all that was. He's walking off under his own power, but you never know how those muscles are going to react. And playing on turf is certainly a different element too. This Hooligans team is used to playing on this turf field, but it is a much different surface than grass, a little bit harder on the lower half of the body.
Especially when you go down, it hurts.
I remember, granted this is way back when, but when I was playing in high school, my first time playing on a turf field, it was a little bit of a different experience, let me tell you, because my legs and feet hurt so bad the next day. Just a hard surface.
Well, with grass, you've got a lot more cushion there to deal with. Really this turf is just on rubber, which is pretty hard rubber.
And you add in the fact that it's hotter too, and certainly that can lead to some muscle cramps. We're 1-1 now after the equalizing goal from Tennessee United just a few moments ago. Hooligans are looking to regain control over this match. I'd say they controlled probably the first 10-15 minutes of it, and then Tennessee United really closed the half strong but unable to capitalize. But they carried that over to begin the second half of action, and now we're level. Mitchell tracking the ball all the way back in the defense. Good tie, fighting off numerous defenders. A lot of contact, they still say play on. Now it's given away. Opportunity for Tennessee United. Shot smoked way over the bar. That's the third or fourth time tonight we've seen Tennessee United have a really good opportunity just inside the edge of the 18 and just blasted.
I just got a little bit too excited there.
Certainly seems like he got too far, kind of off balance backwards. Got underneath of it and popped it up. Hooligans trying to answer back, as we'll see if they can string together some possession. It's been a little while since they've done that. Gvozdic, he'll drop it back. Now it looks like our sub that came in was Bobby Davis. Product from England. Also a member from the Wolverhampton Wanderers FC Academy. I'm sure he was plucked at an early age in England. Invaluable experience there, getting to train from a young age.
Yeah, and Bobby's a veteran on this hooligan squad as well. I know at least 3 years I remember seeing him play.
So it's a throw in for Tennessee United. And it's turned over in the midfield. Now Tennessee trying to push up that right side, and that one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Tennessee United.
Brought to you by Hooligans Irish Pub, coming to Evansville's downtown this fall.
Looks like another substitute getting ready to come on too for
the Midwest Hooligans.
Midwest Hooligans.
And Tochik comes out.
24, Stani Venas. He'll sub in. Oh, they actually called that a foul on the far side. I thought it was a throw-in initially. But a free kick for Tennessee United as that one's towards the edge of the 18 but headed away. Still onside. Trying to navigate through the Hooligan defense. And now there's going to be a penalty as the foul inside the box. This is a big opportunity for Tennessee United to take a 2-1 advantage. Obviously not a spot you want to commit it in, but you can see the explanation there of just signaling the leg sweep.
Fully customizable sportswear for all your needs. Funrio is a professional soccer sports brand who focuses on customized jerseys and accessories. Check them out at allsportswear.shop.
Looks like it'll be Lucas Walters that'll take this penalty kick for Tennessee United, and this will be a big one. He's got 6 goals in the season. Trying to make it number 7 right here and give Tennessee the 2-1 advantage here in the early half of the second half. Off the post. Missed opportunity for Tennessee United. It was almost a perfect strike, but even though it was out of the reach of Reese, it goes off the post and then out of play.
Brought to you by Jago Homes. At Jago Homes,
that's going to be one Walters wants back.
Yeah. For their customers since 1939.
No, Rissy played it right, though. I mean, he was right there. There was some extra contact after the shot that they're discussing right now.
I think he called him a name.
Well, when you have two teams that have played each other earlier on in the season and certainly are familiar opponents, and you mentioned it earlier, the stress of the environment with this being potentially your last match of the season, I think you're going to naturally see some extracurricular activities or maybe even some tempers flare.
Yeah, you're going to see some emotion from both squads.
It seems like there was conversation going on now with the coaching staff of Tennessee United. And curious if something was said that was maybe out of line. Could have been beyond just physical extracurricular activities.
Mays Roofing, your premier roofing contractor in Evansville and the surrounding areas.
So we are ready to resume play after everything has been sorted out. Did not see any yellow cards issued, so nothing of that nature. And that's going to be a foul against Jackson Mitchell, even though that's a tough luck foul against him, because the defender went airborne to clear that ball, and Mitchell was just trying to run down the ball. Well, Tucker, at this point, it seems like Tennessee United kind of has control over the tempo of this match at the moment. It's kind of playing at their speed. Maybe this will flip with the new sub into the game, as Venas, this is the first time he's really touched the ball. Towards the edge of the 18, now back out wide. And Mitchell is offside. But it just seems like every time Hooligans have a chance to kind of string something together, they can't quite get to that final pass.
Yeah, you're not seeing a lot of momentum here from the Hooligans, with the momentum kind of heading towards Tennessee United right now. Hooligans are going to need something here that really gets them going.
Looking for somebody to provide a spark. As this one played over the back line, Dickens flicks it back over and controls it calmly. Now he sends it up to Jackson Mitchell. Missed touch by Mitchell. Really a great ball there by Dickens, though. And now Mitchell will apply pressure. It's blocked by Mitchell.
Just showing off his speed there.
That was near danger for Tennessee United. Now Venas really with nowhere to go, as he is surrounded by 3 white shirts. But that would have been quite a play for Mitchell to make. If he would have been able to block that clearance and knock it into the net,
that would have been that
would
spark
have been
we were looking for.
Ultimate hustle play, exactly. You're not seeing quite the, I don't want to say reckless, but chaotic pressure either.
I was just getting ready to say that they're not as aggressive right now on offense as they were in that first half. Defense playing back a little bit, which when you're tied up, you kind of have to.
Yeah, maybe just trying to conserve the energy in case it is still level with, 10 minutes to go or so, then maybe that's when you start to ramp up the pressure. Right now, just trust your defense to stay solid. This ball played forward, intended for Mitchell. Knocked out to the right side, and it's off Mitchell last, so it'll be a throw-in. Good flick to keep that one in play.
Dangerous play here.
Good tackle, too, by Bobby Davis.
On a corner kick.
Saving the attack on a 1v1 with the keeper, and also making a strong challenge inside the box without committing the foul. So another corner kick for Tennessee United.
Hilltop Inn with $2 Busch Light fish bowls served each and every day, and the best food in town. That's Hilltop Inn.
Low driven to the front post as that one played high, and that will go out of play for a throw-in. So Hooligans survived the corner kick attempt, but now they need to defend a throw-in deep in their own territory. And they're going to call another penalty. Hooligans are arguing for a dive.
Brought to you by Bruder Entertainment.
So we saw the penalty earlier that Walters took that clanged off the left post of the shooter anyway, the right post of the goalkeeper. And now we'll see if it'll be Walters again that'll get a chance or if it'll be somebody else. Looks like it won't be Walters.
Do you know what number this is? That roster for them. Thank you. Number 8 for Tennessee United.
And he puts this one in, so Tennessee United takes the lead as Ethan Schlegel. Ethan Schlegel's the one that puts them up 2-1 here in the second half. And now a yellow card being issued, I think, against Schlegel for the celebration. But now Hooligans are back on their heels.
Yeah, it's a tough look for the Hooligans that just played so well in that first half, and the second half has been disastrous.
So we mentioned the Hooligans needing a spark. We'll see who's able to potentially provide that.
Ian, go down in the box.
But now they have to at least try to find a way to get this game back level, as it looks like Brody DeWeese has now come on. More offense for Hooligans, knowing that they're trailing by 1. We're also seeing Ian Cowie Jr. move forward into more of a striker position from his center back spot. DeWeese, by the way, another local product. Went to Gibson Southern High School about 40 minutes up the road. Cowie Jr. has a chance in front of the net. Unable to fully corral it. But DeWeese is another player that has played for the Hooligans off and on the last few years. Throwing into the box is now Katai. He was trying to flick it into the box. I think, did they give a penalty?
Yes. Third one she's called today, actually.
So Tennessee was not happy with that penalty call. I think of the 3 penalty kicks, they've all 3 been unpopular with our head official, our center ref. And now Katai will get a chance to level this game once again. Big penalty coming up here for the Hooligans. And he puts it in.
Goal Hooligans.
So Katai is able to capitalize after the foul in the box.
We'll take a look at it here one more time. Little hesitation step there and puts it in the left side.
So we're all level at 2. Both sides converting a penalty kick here in the second half for goals. And Tennessee's lead was short-lived.
And that's certainly a spark that the Hooligans were looking for here. We'll see if they can keep that momentum rolling here and regain the lead.
I think somebody set off a smoke bomb on the near side in the stands.
Some Hooligans fans there playing off some fireworks.
I'm glad we're sitting over here, not over there. Saw a kid running around with a smoke bomb.
Bringing a little European flair to soccer here
absolutely.
in Evansville, Indiana.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hooligans clear it away as Mitchell is the target man on the end of the ball. Unable to corral it, so Tennessee United will reset. But certainly feels like a brand new game between these two sides. Of course, we're getting late into it. The next goal could be the difference. And there's going to be a handball, I believe. Nope, they're going to say play on. Katai racing down the left side, trying to create an advantage, get into the box. And that's going to be a foul against Katai.
Hooligans defense pushing up here.
You're seeing a lot more aggression, too, that we didn't see to start the second half. That pressure is ramped up. And it looks like we're going to have another hydration break. So it's 2-2 right now as we're about midway through the second half of action. We'll see which of these teams advances through to the semifinals. Thanks for watching Hooligans Soccer here on YouTube.
No compromises, no limits. The Chevy Silverado is built to work and designed to play. It's ready to power your everyday from the work day to the weekend. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Hard-working, reliable, built to go the distance. Our certified pre-owned Chevys make ownership easy. With factory-backed warranties, you can drive with confidence. Certified pre-owned Chevys from Kenny Kent Chevy, a better kind of used vehicle.
Together, let's drive.
A Chevy SUV has plenty of room for everyone and everything. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Accept challenge, embrace adventure, choose a Silverado life, and create adventures. Save thousands at Kenny Kent Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Together, let's drive.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So we come out of our hydration break, and we'll see who ends up emerging victorious here in the quarterfinals of the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament. Again, the winner of this game will advance forward to face Tennessee Tempo with a chance to move on to the championship should the winner of this match defeat Tennessee Tempo. Right now it's Tennessee United with possession of the ball as we begin play.
Yeah, Tennessee United with the ball here, but I think momentum-wise it's definitely trailing towards the Hooligans, especially if they're able to take control of the ball here.
Well, we had said it just feels like maybe 5-10 minutes of real time ago that the Hooligans were kind of on their heels. Well, after they were able to get that goal scored on the penalty kick to level things, now you're starting to see the pressure get ramped up, and now Tennessee is kind of back on their heels.
Yeah, even though this game's tied 2-2, you're definitely seeing Tennessee with a little bit of a deflated personality out there on the pitch right now.
So Ian Cowie Jr. will get ready to launch this one into the box. He is signaling to his teammates to get inside the 18. Strong throw all the way to the edge of the 18. And it is controlled by Hooligans. Now Cowie Jr. trying to slide it down the right slide, and he does. Cross towards the front post, deflected out of play. It'll be another corner for MidWest Hooligans.
This corner is brought to you by The Slice, an Evansville institution since 1993.
Pretty even stats here now. I know we talked about it at halftime, but I mean it is almost deadlocked on all the stats as far as shots on goal and saves. Hooligans have one more corner kick than Tennessee United as of right now.
And really the only area where it's not level at the moment would be yellow cards and PKs. Hooligans trying to create an advantage. Shot towards the front post is handled by Gardner, and now a Tennessee United player is down in their own penalty box. Again, you always wonder about cramping. We talked about that earlier.
Well, it has significantly cooled down, but after playing that first half and that heat, I mean, like you said, it felt like 101, I think, at kickoff. I'm sure it's quite a bit cooler now. We got a nice breeze as well.
Yeah, right now it's 87 degrees, but it feels like 96 still. So it's a little cooler.
A little bit.
And I think that certainly helps with the sun being down. Probably the Weather Channel app maybe just a little bit off on that. Can't factor in the breeze as well. But it has been a hot one here today in Evansville. Hot one this weekend in general. Ball loose in the box. Now shot on the back post, and it's good. So Tennessee United takes the advantage 3-2. Once again, a seesaw affair here in this second half. 3 goals now in the half for Tennessee United.
Yeah, and you see, the Hooligans just kind of lost control of that ball, and then Rizzi actually ended up falling a little bit, playing a little bit hard defense, and just went the wrong way. Nice shot there in the upper corner of the goal.
So Parker Teague able to convert the opportunity on goal and makes it a 3-2 advantage for Tennessee United. That's his third goal of the season, as he found himself running free down the left side. So now the Hooligans back again on their heels. They're chasing it down a goal, and their season's on the line. Ball play in the middle as Mitchell trying to corral it. And now a foul against Jackson Mitchell will lead to a free kick for Tennessee United.
And you saw Mitchell come out of the game, in that first half with a lot of energy, a lot of tempo. He's kind of struggled getting the ball. He hadn't been given great balls here lately in the second half for him to be able to do something with.
Just wonder if fatigue is setting in all around.
I'm sure it has.
This one corralled in the midfield by Abdul Ali, as he's trying to navigate through the Tennessee United defense, and it goes out of play. One headed away by Bobby Davis, but ends up at the feet of Walters. Long ball intended for Parker Teague, and that one goes out for a goal kick. Unofficially, probably right around 15 minutes left of game time.
Right, 12 minutes, 25 seconds. Yep.
Through ball opportunity, but good clearance as the keeper Reese had to come off his line. Come all the way out to the 18 to clear that one. Cowie Jr. now with it, as he'll look to play it long.
A good ball there.
Katai able to get a touch on it, but not able to bring it down cleanly. It's a tough one to bring down, too, if you're Katai moving at full speed like that. Hooligans trying to work it up that left side. And that one just a little bit too much.
We'll have a sub here for the Hooligans, it looks like. Maybe a couple of them.
Healthy Spaces. Healthy Spaces is your local, responsible basement waterproofing.
Looks like Lund will come out.
And foundation repair contractor, helping homeowners solve basement flooding, leaking.
Jace Benton will come in, the Henderson County product.
Damp, wet basement problems in Indiana and Kentucky.
And then, yeah, there's another sub. And that is Rob Shainstein. Of course, he's another local product. USI alum and, of course, Evansville native. Potential free run for Tennessee United, as this one's played high into the air towards the sideline. Right-footed strike is deflected, but a good save. Hooligans going to try to counter quickly. A lot more long balls here in the second half, especially for MidWest Hooligans. Kind of sense the desperation of trying to get down the field quickly.
Yeah, definitely running out of time here to be able to make something happen. But we know they can strike fast, as they did in that first goal.
Well, Jackson Mitchell's one of those players that really aren't going to get tired. And I don't think Katai's either going to get tired.
You've seen very little substitutions here for Tennessee United in the second half as well. Fresh legs out there for the Hooligans.
One throwing forward. Again, Hooligans trying to ramp up this pace. they're chasing a goal. Ball switch, now DeWeese. Over to Mitchell. DeWeese will cross it into the box. Cowan Jr., and then that one cleared away. It's a throw-in for MidWest Hooligans. 8 minutes left to play. Four touch that time from Benton, as that's the giveaway, and it'll allow Tennessee United just to drain a little bit of time off the clock while they take their time to throw it in. At this point, every second is precious for the Hooligans. Walters battling. And now there's a foul against Benton. He wasn't happy about it.
Lots of contact on both sides there, but obviously when you're grabbing that jersey, you can't do it.
Tennessee United was leading that a foul should be called on Abdullahi for holding on to his arm. They eventually do get the foul call. Cross miss hit, and now Cowie Jr. has it. DeWeese. Davis.
Although the Hooligans are running out of time, that you want to see a good look here also. So being patient with the ball here.
Abdullahi crosses it towards Katai. Katai trying to win the 50-50 ball. And Tennessee United escapes with possession. But you're right. I mean, you can still work quickly, but also possess and control the tempo.
Zito Designs. Zito is one of the best social media content creators around and specializes in high-energy video production. Check out their Insta at Zito1. That's ZDOH1.
So after the foul, a little bit of time running off the clock there, as it'll be a free kick for Tennessee United. And we do resume play. Cross is blocked. And that one played out of play off Tennessee United. Tough to tell over there on that far sideline, but it looked like it was Drake Dickens that made that play. Can't really see his number where he's standing in the shadows over there. Benton. Abdullahi. Nifty move to create space. Now it's Mitchell. Jackson Mitchell. Trying to get to that left foot. Plays across the edge of the box and cleared away by Tennessee United.
Lots of traffic there. Good job by Tennessee United.
Walters trying to create a one-man counterattack. He'll just drop it back now. Hooligans back with possession, and they're running out of time.
Substitution here for the Hooligans.
Looks like number 11, Stevie Zahn, as he comes in.
Hooligans Irish Pub, coming to Evansville's downtown this fall, featuring a genuine Irish and English menu. This will be the place to be prior to any Hooligans matches. Hardigan's Irish Pub is the proud sponsor of the Midwest Hooligans.
So after the foul, it'll be Tennessee United to resume play. Battle for the 50-50 ball is controlled by Tennessee United. Now they're just trying to play keep away. They got in behind with another opportunity here, and that one a mistouch. It'll be a goal kick for the Hooligans, and you'll figure they'll go quickly.
Three minutes left to play, regular time.
I would expect a little bit of stoppage time to be added just because of how many stoppages we've had in this second half. Opportunity here for the Hooligans to capitalize, and that one hit just a little too hard. Tennessee United turns over the Hooligans in the midfield. Chance to push it forward and maybe drain away some more time. Cross into the box for Walters. Strong defense, now trying to quickly attack the Hooligans. Be surprised if we don't see the pressure really ramp up as we are nearing the stoppage time portion of the second half. Offside called against Tennessee United. Abdullahi sends it back towards the box, and that one will be taken by Gardner. He's going to let it bounce and waste a few more seconds before he picks it back up.
Down to 1 minute here in regular time. Deep ball there.
Opportunity for Tennessee United as that one knocked out of the play. And that's going to be a corner. The only option there for Bobby Davis was just to put a foot on it and try to clear it away.
I think they're going to call it a goal kick there.
Oh, thought the official on the far side signaled a corner initially, but nope, you're right. They do flip it to a goal kick.
We do have one more substitution for the Hooligans here as well. I wasn't able to see who came in.
They did it so quickly because they know they're running out of time. Hooligans trying to chase a goal here in the final minutes. Their season is on the line. They had a 1-0 advantage at halftime. Have been outscored 3-1 here in the second half. Each side scoring a penalty kick. But it's Tennessee United who's capitalized twice within the flow of play.
And we are in extra time now.
The winner of this match advances to face Tennessee Tempo. Tennessee Tempo FC finished second in the conference. Throw into Midwest Hooligans. Switch the play to the left side. Now they send it forward. That one hit a little too hard, and Gardner will pick it up once again. His long ball is just not able to connect with their targets. That one will be booted away. Do the Hooligans have one more goal in them here in the second half? And there's a foul against Tennessee Tempo. A little bit surprised that the yellow card wasn't issued for
it
time
definitely
wasting.
wasn't a play at the ball either.
I was thinking more so just the kicking the ball down the field after the foul was called.
True.
You could have argued for the foul too. Everybody moving up into the box as this one sent in. And Gardner does a good job of going up to grab that one. It's probably the best play he's made all night.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Gardner slow to get up as he paid the price going up for it.
Hilltop Inn. The Hilltop Inn.
Goalkeeper is certainly a tough position to play. You got to be one tough son of a gun to be back there and put your body on the line like that.
Beer and seltzers for the 2025 Hooligan season.
Well, Coach Bruder knows what it's like to be that, as he was his entire career. Looks like Tennessee United is having a goalkeeper warm up at least, get loose.
Certainly looks like Gardner may have to exit this game. We'll see. He's back up on his feet now. You see there the backup keeper warming up, but it looks like Gardner's going to stay in the match, and he'll try to gut this one out as he will send it long. As Tennessee United just wants to have the ball down in this half. And Tennessee United will just try to play possession. Waste a little more time. That one overcooked and goes out of play. And there's a foul at midfield. Venas drawing it. Hooligans need a goal in the final minutes here of stoppage time if they want their season to continue. This one played up and out of play. Ball crossed into the box, deflected towards the goal, and cleared away. There was a moment of opportunity for MidWest Hooligans, but that one was spoiled away by the good clearance, and then a foul called against MidWest Hooligans in the opposing penalty box.
Blue Frog Tees is a family-owned and operated custom printing and embroidery shop located in Elberfeld, Indiana. From uniforms to Little League team jerseys, call Blue Frog Tees to create your custom garments today.
So after the foul, Tennessee United will resume play with the free kick. And we'll see if MidWest Hooligans can pull off a last-second comeback or if Tennessee United will advance to the semifinals to take on Tennessee Tempo. Hooligans have it once again. We'll see if they can get it with this last-ditch effort. And that one given away. DeWeese closing down. Kept in play, Mitchell. Trying to work along that right side. Benton will throw it forward. That one headed out of play again. Perhaps just enough time for one more attack. Long cross, back post area. And Gardner comes to clean that one up. A good job, as that is going to do it, as Tennessee United, they trailed at 1-0 at the half, and they climbed their way back with 3 second-half goals in order to get this victory on the road and then advance into the semifinals to face Tennessee Tempo FC. Well, pretty evenly played match, Tucker, between these two squads, but it's Tennessee United that comes out on top.
Yeah, props where props need to be given. Credit where credit's due. With Tennessee Tech or Tennessee United came through and did a good job here of really coming through on that second half. And after kind of having a slow first half, they came out with a lot of intensity there in that second half to make it happen. So credit to them and good luck to them in the tournament the rest of the way. And kind of a heartbreaker there for the Hooligans, who played a great first half but just couldn't finish out the match. And it's been a pleasure watching them play all year, and we appreciate all of those that have listened in and watched the games all season long.
Before we get out here, do you want to take a look at the final stats that you have right there that you've been cooking up throughout the game?
Very unofficial stats here, but again, pretty evenly matched by both teams. Few more shots on goal for the Hooligans. Just couldn't get it to happen there. And really, if you look at the shots and the shots on goal, the Hooligans really did a good job of putting pressure on the Tennessee United squad, but their goalkeeper had a couple of good saves there in the second half to really make things happen. You got to talk about 2 of these goals tonight were from penalty kicks. Mm-hmm. That's pretty rare that you see that many penalty kicks in a game. We saw 3 of them tonight.
Yep, each side scoring 1. Tennessee United had 1 that clanged off the post as well. That was a potential go-ahead goal at that time frame. But after the victory, Tennessee United, they improved to 6-0-6 on the season. And Midwest Hooligans, their season will come to a close at 6-2-4. Still one of the best seasons, actually the best season in club history, the short history of Midwest Hooligans soccer. And certainly I think they'll be looking to be back with a vengeance when it comes to next season.
Absolutely.
But a 3-2 final is the score here, so Tennessee United advances. They'll play Tennessee Tempo in the semifinals with a chance to go to the championship of the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference Tournament. For Riley Anslinger, our camera operator, and Tucker Smith, who worked on color and production, I'm Jordan Fisher saying thanks for tuning in here on this Saturday night. You've been watching Midwest Hooligans Soccer on YouTube.